Hello, hello. This is Aaron, and I am excited today to walk with you step by step through this mini training of how to create a Facebook campaign for your event space or venue or co-working space. Campaigns like this can continue producing leads day after day, week after week, month after month, and can literally, we've seen event spaces book their space out, whether it's just on the weekends or if you're looking to fill in the weekdays as well. This training's for you, so I'm gonna walk through it step by step. First, I am in the Facebook Ads Manager. If you've never been in the Facebook Ads Manager, you have to go to business.facebook.com. And that's where it's going to take you to create your business account and all those different things. So I'm not going to go through that now. Just want to get into the nitty gritty of creating the campaigns. But if you go to business.facebook.com, you will have a prompt to set up a business manager. I'm logged in there. So yeah, you can log in with your Facebook and they'll say set up a business manager. That's how you get to your ads manager. And there's probably a bunch of tutorials on doing that. So I'm not going to do that right now. I'm right in the ads manager. So adsmanager.facebook.com. If you go to this link, you'll see if you have an ads manager already. If you've never set one up before. So I'm in the ads manager, and first we're going to go right here, create campaign. And all of these have different objectives. This is to reach as many people as you want. This is to get people to click on your website. This is engagement to get responses. This is leads forms, and conversions. This is if you have had an app, and this is for sales. What we're going to do is we're going to start with engagement because we want messenger messages. And so that's what we're going to start with. I'm going to show you a couple of different ways to do it, but right now we're going to start with engagement. So we're going to push continue right there. You can name this campaign event space messaging campaign. Event space messages. We'll go messages campaign. All right. So go continue here. And right now, you want to do manual engagement campaign. Don't want to use the recommended settings. They'll give you a ton. We're going to go through a ton of prompts that they'll try to get you to basically do whatever they want. But we want to go to a manual engagement campaign. And I'll take you through the steps right now. All right. So now we're at the campaign level. And you don't have to click anything here. It's not a special ad category. We're in an auction. The objective is engagement, and we're at advantage campaign budget right now. We won't check that one either. So let's click on the campaign, and it's going to take us to the ad set, which is where our targeting is. For our targeting, we don't need to do much. We're going to just leave it the way it is in general. Here's where you set your budget. You can set it between whatever your budget is, $5 to $30 a day. $10 a day is a good start. About $300 a month. You can get some good traction with that. You go to your location, your city. This says worldwide. Definitely don't want to do that. For your venue space, say I am in Houston. So I'll go with Houston, DMA. You can also do like cities too. So if you went Houston with a radius, you can add a radius in there as well. If I pulled up the cities. Let me actually try to do that real quick. So if I went something like Dallas, the specific city, then you can go within a radius of where you think. I'm going to just go with the whole DMA of Houston right now. It just depends on your preferences and where you're located. But usually the broader, the better. All right. So Advantage Plus audience. This is generally just a broad audience. That's what they're going to do. We're going to switch to original audience just because you can see some of the options a little bit better. So custom audiences is an audience that we create, and here are the interests. So we're going to leave all these things open. So leave this age alone, leave the genders alone. No, detailed targeting. We don't need all of those. It's going to work without that. Advantage placements, that's Instagram. I'll pop this open really quick. It's Instagram, it's Facebook, it's all of the placements that Facebook has available. And we are going to leave those as they are. We're not going to choose manual placements. We're going to leave the advantage placements as they are. So there's not much you need to do here. I just wanted to show you all of the options. Here's the messaging apps, which is what we want. So we'll say Houston BRD for broad. All right. Next, now we're going to go to the ad. And you have a lot of different, actually, let me go back here really quick. What we're going to do is, let me go click on this one. Okay, we can't do that one on this. All right, that's okay. All right, so here's the last thing I think I did not mention. Here's where you choose your page. So this is the Miracle Movers page, but you just edit the page right here. So this is me, this is my page. So I'll just choose my page. People are going to message on Facebook, Instagram. You have to connect your Instagram account. If you have one, connect it to this and they'll both be able to run. So this is where you connect your event space page right here, because the messages are going to come to your page. If you're familiar, if you use that a lot to communicate with people on social media. All right, so next, when you click on that, you're going to go to the ad. And you can do single image or video, create an ad. You can use an existing post, a post that you already have. And when you select the post, all of your posts will pop up. So if you have one that's good, you can choose that option. But if you don't, we're going to create one from scratch. Keep this checked. That's going to help your ads perform. Send message is going to be the prompt, and then we'll go through this. So first off, let's create an ad. We'll go create the copy first. So we're going to use ChatGPT. All right. Here. All right, and let's get an event space in Houston. Let's find Houston event space. All right, let's see if we can find a good one. So here's all of the third-party sites. Tag venues, plan with Peerspace, event venues. We'll go to Peerspace and find a space. Or let's go to Life HTX. All right. This is the Google My Business. We'll probably have a training on that as well. So we're going to build our ad based on this Life HTX space. Perfect. Nice space. All right. So the first thing that's really easy to do is to just capture all of the information on the page, Control-C, copy. And what you're going to do is, I can't see anything over here. I am creating a Facebook ad for my event space. Here is my website information. Don't do anything yet. So you can paste that. It's going to paste all of the information from the website. And then you can even go to here, and you can do it for a couple spots too. So you can grab this, everything on this page, copy and paste, and it's just going to read it, of course. That's the story, the main space. Copy, paste that too. So we pasted all of the stuff. Did it paste it? Yeah, it pasted it. All right. So we'll click go. And it's just ingesting all the content. and it's obviously gonna write an ad. Yours, if you have ChatGPT 4, it goes a little slower, but if you have 3.5, it goes faster, but it's just not as accurate. All right. So this is a decent ad, but it's computer based. It looks like ChatGPT. So I like these highlights and bullets. I want to keep those, but I want the opening to be more customer focused than our event space, how awesome our event space is. So, and I'm going to say start the ad with a question of what my customers will be looking for. Keep the bullet section. Make the language conversational so you don't sound like a robot. What happens spectacularly? Why choose us? Space galore, tech that wows. Location. That's just the beginning. Whether you're throwing winning of a century, a high-powered corporate meeting, or a night to remember with friends, we've got the tech. I like this. Because the best moments don't keep office hours. That's awesome. That's solid. All right. So I actually like this text. It's a little bit over the top, but kind of braggadocious, but it's solid. I'm going to put another one in here. So we're going to put a couple different primary texts. We're going to use this text. And what we want to do is actually, I like this text. Actually, let's copy this. I think it'll paste better. Yeah. But it has all these. All right, let's try something here. Docs new. You just open up a Google Doc really quick and you paste it. All right, so then we'll go to find and replace. We'll grab the stars, replace all with nothing. All the stars are gone. There we go. All right, so we'll do this. Actually, why choose us? We can go with some bold here. A little spacing right here. Spacing always helps break up the text so people can read it better. You don't want big blocky text. And that's just the beginning. Whether you're throwing the wedding of the century, I like that. I bold this section because we want to call out the things that people are looking, the events, the kind of events people are having. So I think that's solid. That's solid. And you can say, try a different intro. You can say things like that. I'm going to keep this because I'm going to do multiple variations. So boom. I'm going to actually break this section up. Easy, makes it easy to read. Montrose neighborhood. One less space here. One less space here. One less space here. Boom. All right, that's our first primary text. And let's go with make it shorter. Add a little humor. And some emojis. So let's try this. Why? Because we're more than a venue. We're your event's fairy godmother. Space to spare. 400 square feet. Wow, that's you. Make it legendary. A little bit shorter. I'm gonna go give me a new intro, but keep the rest. Flexibility with flair. No scary bar minimums. Oh, that's a good. These are good pain point. Handpicked vendors that get it right. We're always open because great ideas won't wait for opening hours. I like this. So let's grab it. Let's grab this and we'll bring it over here just to make sure we don't have any extra stuff. All right, so that looks good. We'll remove this call to action. We'll keep that on this one for now. But we'll actually click learn more. Learn more. All right, so you can play with it and it's going to give you different results. But anything you type in, make it conversational, make it one-to-one. Like if your Facebook page is, if your Facebook page is like you personally, you could say make it one-to-one messaging. And I can't put this on here, but I'm going to save this for another ad. Headline. Give me 5 headline. Give me 5 headline options. Sure. All right. Why squeeze when you can soar? Transform your ordinary into extraordinary. Got big event dreams. We've got bigger spaces in Houston. From vision to reality, make your next Houston big. Elevate your event game. This one is fine. No. I like got event dreams. Make your next Houston event. We're going to go with make your next event unforgettable. Make your event unforgettable at Life HTX. Send message. All right. This is one version. Now, here's where you add media, images. Let's just go to here. And you'll have images, of course. I'm going to just take them off of here because this is an example. And I'll just save image as Life HTX 1. I don't know why the pictures are blurry, but we'll use them anyway. Actually, hold on. Event space Houston. It might flag me if I have blurry pictures. All right, so let's grab this. Save images. Images, event, space 1. Save. All right, let's say this is another one. That's not letting me save. Let's say this is another one. Not letting me save that one either. Oh, open image in new tab. There we go. How about this one? Open image in new tab. All right, here we go. We'll do this one. It looks better. Save image as event space 2. All right, so let's go back. All right, so now we're adding media. You're going to add your image right here. And you're going to click upload. And we'll just go with event space 1. Actually, 2. I like the second image better. Event space 2. It'll take a minute. Then you got your image. All right, perfect. The better the image fills the space, the better off your ad will be. And then all of these image enhancements, you can just keep them on. They do help expand the conversions, get more conversions. All right. So now we have the first ad. In another training, I'll show you how to set up conversions, but you don't have to have any of these things on right now. All right. So now that we have the ad, we have one ad and we have a headline and we have send to message. All right. So now, and you can even do a carousel. You can have multiple pictures as well. If you do a carousel ad, everything's the same as far as the text. You're just going to add multiple images. So next, now we have to create a message template when people ask you or when people contact you. All right, so let's go with edit. And we want something that sounds personal and gets them to send another message. Thanks for, and this is going to be the person. So whoever responds, it's going to say, hi, Tim. Thanks for reaching out. What date are you looking for? Is your event? Or you could do something like, what date are you looking for? Or what type of event are you having? Right? So we'll move this. What all this stuff is. Now, you can have multiple steps, and obviously you can use AI, but I usually only ask one question, and when they respond, I send a follow-up. And we have a script, and we have templates for follow-up, and we use a different system. But right now, this is going to get people to respond to you. So they're going to send you a message. They're going to pop open the chat. You're going to pop open with, hey, Aaron, thanks for reaching out. What date is your event? Because they're going to be coming from this ad, and then they're going to answer, and then you're going to follow up manually inside of Messenger. And so that's a super easy version. Like I said, you can ask the frequently asked questions. They're going to say their date is whatever, or you can put, I want to quote, something like that. So they can click that button. But I'm going to leave it like this for now, because this is going to be an open-ended question. They're going to answer, and then you're going to hop in and take over. So a preview in Messenger. Oh, that's going to be on my phone. I can't do that. Well, I'll just save this for now. Boom. There we go. Event space template. So, all right, we have our first ad. So usually it's best to create multiple ads. So that's how you duplicate it. You just click on the box, click duplicate, and this is where you can create a different variation of the ad. So I can delete this image, change it to a new image, upload the other one that we have, Event Space 1. Uh-oh, this upload failed. The image is too small. All right, let's try another one. Let's try this one. It's probably gonna say it's too blurry. Upload failed. Image is too small. All right, I don't have another image up here, but you can upload another image in this space. So let's just choose a cat, for example. All right. So if you have another image, you can upload it here. It's really the same process. And then you grab your second piece of text and you'll put it right here. Oh my goodness, it looks terrible. Let's try this. All right, we'll have to break this up. Tech wizardry. This is funny. It actually says we're more cat friendly than that sounds, and it has the cat in it. But all right, this is our second variation. You want to change the headline. Let's see what other headlines we have. I didn't really like any of these, so I'm gonna put give me 5 more. Houston, we have a venue. I like that one. I'll take that one. Houston, we have a venue. Boom. Little play on Houston. All right. Send message. So everything else stays the same. You guys still have the same template. You don't have to recreate that. You just have a different ad with a different image. And what the system is going to do, it's going to choose the best ad for the right person. So sometimes it might choose this one. Sometimes it might choose this other one. If this was a real test, then it would choose this one just because it's the event space. But it's going to choose an ad based off the machine learning, the AI, all those different things. And so don't get alarmed if you see all of the budget going to one specific ad. So let's name the ad copy white event photo. And then you want to say like messaging version 1, because you can change the messaging. So describe the photo version 1, and you CO, which means copy version 1. You can save it to your draft, and then say something like cat image messaging version 1, and then you have copy version 2. Copy 2. All right. So that is the messenger ad. And I'm telling you, this campaign will generate leads. You'll turn it on $10 a day, and it's going to generate you leads from this messages campaign. For variations, 3 variations is usually good for that campaign. So if I created 2, if you want to create 1 more, that'd be great. But as it is, that's going to be a good campaign. And I didn't even say this, but you can put a video here just the same. So I don't even know if I have any videos on here, but this doesn't have to be an image. It can be a video. So any of the videos that you have, if I deleted this, you can click add video and just put a video there. So if you had like a video or something like that, you can put a video here. It would be perfect for the campaign. And videos are typically going to perform a little bit better in some instances than the images. So if you have like 2 videos and an image, or 2 images and a video, those will be good. If you already have videos from social media, those can pop up on there as well. Also with your images, if you want to edit with something like Canva and put like a border or anything on there, you can do that as well. they'll typically perform a little bit better with like a border. I'm terrible at graphic design, so I'm not going to do any of that. But if you have the graphics and stuff like that, get somebody to make that for you. That's a great picture as well. But this'll work. But the better you make the ad, the more leads you'll get for your money. All right, so this messenger campaign is easy. Sometimes though, people accidentally click on your ad and they'll say, hey, I wasn't looking for an event. And so you can launch this one. Some of the leads will be good. Some of the leads won't be good. But what we're going to do is we're going to launch another campaign that has a different objective. So this one is going to be leads, instant forms. And we're going to do manual leads campaign. And this is we'll call it event space leads form. All right. And we'll click on here. All of the targeting is going to be the same. So we'll do BRD LF for leads form so we can decipher the difference. Probably should have put messaging on the other one. So we're going to leave everything the same. Right here, you're going to choose the page. So again, it's going to be based on the page that you choose. And for this one, we're going to go dynamic creative. And I'll show you why in a minute. We didn't have that option with the messenger. Budget $10. Budget scheduling, we don't need that. United States, go with the city that you would like to target. And all of these things stay the same. Switch to original audience. And all of these things stay the same. So nothing really changed except for the Facebook page. It's connected. Maximize number of leads with instant forms is what you want checked. So not messenger. We're going with instant forms on this one. All right. So click on the ad set and head to the image or head to the ad creative. So right here, we're going to use dynamic creative. What that means is we can use multiple headlines and multiple pieces of text and creative. So instead of selecting one piece of creative, you can select many. So let's say let's say it's multiple images. So we'll just choose these 3, for example. Those are just some graphics from some posts that I have. All right, so you can choose 3 images. And what I would do is, if you're going to do images and videos, I would choose in each ad, I would keep it either video or images. So like this is the image. We'll call it dynamic creative. Images. I accidentally did that. Oops. Images. And then what you can do is you can take both pieces of text and put them in the same ad. So let's say, and you can do two pieces of text that were different from the other ones, but you don't have to. Because you have dynamic creative, you're going to be able to test different things anyway. All right. I actually hit learn more on here. It should say send message in the other ad, but I won't correct that right now. So then you can add another text option, which is this one. Bam. All right. Boom. Why choose us? That's not even bold, but that's okay. All right. So we got that one, and we'll see. Not click book now, choose learn more. So you have to edit those on the other one. I don't like follow. I don't need this section. All right, so we have 2 different ads. We have 3 different images, and what you're going to use is 2 different headlines. So let's grab a couple headlines. Let's say we want this one. Boom. Oh, there's so many lines. And then we'll add another headline option. Wherever events gets red carpet treatment. And we'll add this right here. All right, you don't need a description, and you can do your website for this link. It's not going to go to the website, but you can put your website here. And then for your button, you can choose get quote, learn more. Those are the typical ones that I use. And if you want to add another option, like let's say, for example, you want to do learn more, get quote. All right, so since you have these different variations, this is basically 12 ads. It's actually a lot more, 15 to 18, just because I have multiple call to actions, but it's going to flip out the image / video and the text based on what it thinks the viewer is going to respond to. So you can do that. And then what you're going to do is create a form. And if you don't know what a Facebook form is, let me show you real quick. Facebook form ads. Let me go to images. So basically, when people see the ad, if you've ever seen the ad, what's going to happen is a form is going to pop up right on the page. So you don't have to create a landing page. That's the cool thing about it. And it makes it a lot faster, and it's some of the information is auto-filled. So it's just like this. So when you click on the ad, this pops up, they answer questions, and it says you're all set. So it's a pretty nifty thing, but they have to have a little more intent than if they click on the messenger ad. The messenger ad, you click on it, you're automatically sending you a message. So that can be a mistake. Generally speaking, this isn't a mistake because they have to fill in more information. So that's what this is. It's an instant form ad, and we're going to create a form right here. So we'll call this V1 version 1 event space. We'll go with more volume intro. So you want to create an image. So the image is 1200 by 628. So I have one pulled up in Canva at that size. And what you're going to do is it's going to be something simple. So let's say you have a square element. You're going to do something like rotate the square. And we're going to pull the square all the way across. So it's going to be something like this. Gotta keep rotating it. So we put it all the way across like this. I gotta keep rotating it. All right, let me make it a little bit smaller. Aaron, come on here, come on here. All right, here. Let's see if we can get all the way across. Almost there. So let's go here. Perfect. All right. Then you're gonna pull in an image. So let's grab one of the images that we had. Upload files. Let's go to event space 2. And the reason we're doing this is another opportunity for a call to action, just to let them know they're in the right place when it pops up, because sometimes they might not be expecting it. So We pull this in. Then we want some text. Let's say add a text box, add a heading. And we'll put something like the perfect event space for your next event. Or you can put even one of the headlines from ChatGPT, you can put that right here as well. So it's just something that lets them know that they're in the right place, and it keeps them going on the process. This probably isn't bold enough. Let's go with, but you want it to be easy to read, so you don't want anything too fancy. Lato with a little bold. There we go. All right. All right. So you grab that and you'll share this. You'll download it. Not all pages. We want to go with, what is this? Page 3. Go with page 3. Download. All right. Venue Facebook lead form. Downloads. All right. So let's go back to Facebook. Click here. And Facebook lead form. Boom. All right. You see how it pops up back there? They'll also let you use the image from the ad, but it's just going to be a huge image. So you want to have it up there looking nice. You can design it. Like I told you, I'm a terrible designer. But this simple process works pretty good. All right. Enter a short headline. We're going to go with, let people know why they should complete your form and relevant details. Let's go with, we don't want to remove the greeting. We could remove the greeting, but I like a greeting because I need another question in there too. So let's go with actually a headline. Let's see. Bigger dreams, bolder events, where everyone gets the red carpet treatment. I actually like that. All right. Life HTX, where everyone gets the red carpet treatment. Carpet treatment star. And actually a list is pretty good for this. So if we go here and do some of the bullets, 400 square feet on one floor. We can call out the bullets. And what else we got? Persian seating. Where are we at? Interior balconies. And state-of-the-art lighting sound system. Right. If we're going to put that in here, enter get started below to receive red carpet treatment. All right. So now the first question is, what is the date of your event? It's going to be a short answer. What type of event are you having? Actually, we're going to go, what type of event are you having? Question. Next question. Short answer. What is the date of your event? Boom. All right. So those are going to be the first two questions. And then after this, when they click next, they're going to come to this section where they fill out information. First of all, we don't want full name. People don't want to enter all that information. They don't know you. All right. So we're going to go with user information. We're going to go with first name. Put that at the top. Email, definitely. User contact fields, phone number. That's all we really need. Where should we send your quote? Actually, let's go with cancel. No. How can we reach you to send a quote? I don't like that. Where should we send your quote? Where should we send your quote? Really simple. You can put whatever you want right there. All right. So those are perfect. We have our two questions. We have our contact information. And now we have our privacy policy. Now, Life HTX. Don't see any privacy policy on here. Life HTX privacy policy. Let's see if they have one. Doesn't look like it. All right, so if they don't have a privacy policy, then you can just go to your Facebook page and put your Facebook page in there. That's worked. So if it's me, you just go here and yeah, you'll put your Facebook page in here. So you can put it right here and you'll put privacy policy. So I haven't found any issues. If you have an issue, you should, on your website, you should be able to, actually, let me switch to page. Switch now. There we go. So I think this is my page. It has that funky URL. Oh yeah, there it is. Okay. That's the right one. So you can put your Facebook page. I haven't ran into any roadblocks with this, with the page link. But if you do, then you might have to add a privacy policy to your website, and there's drafts if you have WordPress or anything like that. Most of the website builders have templates that you can use. All right. Message for leads. Now here's the page that they see after they fill out the form. They'll go past the privacy policy section, and we want to send them something that prepares them for you to reach out. So in the next training, probably going to do the automated the templated follow-up that really helps you reach people and doesn't make them ghost you and helps them answer their message. And that'll be something like, I'll just show you an example. One more thing. Check your phone. And the reason it says this is because with the system, we'll send them a phone verification message. So it'll say something like, hey, Thomas, thanks for filling out the form for an event space quote with us. Is this the right number for you? And usually they respond to that. Probably 70, 80%. They'll be like, yes, this is the right number. And then that engagement acknowledges that they did reach out to you, and you can follow up with a phone call. And I'll show you automated ways to do that later. And you'll put something like, we are sending you a message now to make sure we have your information on file. If you do not receive a message within the next 60 seconds, please complete the form at the link below. And then you'll put the link right here, and it'll be a form. So let's say, for example, it was HTX. Where's the contact us form on their page? How can we get in contact? Wow, we can't get in contact. So the fact that I actually found them on Google and I can't get in contact with them, there's no phone number or anything, that is bad practice. Oh, book your next event. Here we go. That's very hard to find though. This button actually doesn't even work. Okay. So let's say they did have a contact. Okay, there it is, the contact us page. Here it is. Very hard to find. You usually, just for best practice, want to have that higher on the page, multiple opportunities, and a phone number right here, because a lot of people are searching on their phone. You want to have this big, bold, clickable. So, all right. So if you have that, let me go here. You put the form right here. View website. All right. So that is with the automated system follow-up with something like a Zap. And like I said, I'll show you that later. If not, you can send them to your website. Hey, thanks for completing the form. One of our team members will reach out shortly. Check out more information on our website. And then you just put your website here. This is the next step, the next level, and it's going to help you reach more people faster because it's automated. But right now you don't have to do a lot. You can send them to a video. You can send them to your social media page. The best information that you got, if you have a downloadable, like top 10 tips for your next event, something like that, you can send them there. But this is just to kind of introduce yourself and move them down the funnel and make them like you more. So use this as that. This is an example of what I help clients do, setting this automated system up so you can reach them more often and you don't get ghosted after they send you a message. So right here, we'll put create form. It's ready to go. All right. So we have our event space form right here. And we have our first dynamic ad in that campaign. So we have the leads form. And what we're going to do is, hypothetically speaking, if we go here, we have this lead form. What we're going to do is duplicate this. First off, I'm going to put images right here, so we'll know these are image ads. And then you're going to duplicate this, create another campaign, or create another ad set. And this will be videos. Boom. So you'll click here. It's going to be the same ad right here. I don't know why it pulls this stuff up. It's supposed to be isolated, but you'll pull this up and put videos. Forgive me for not naming these all correctly. Whichever your copy is, version 1, copy. And then you'll replace these with videos. So you'll select it. You'll delete all these, select the videos. You can use 3 videos. You can use 1 video. This is just best practice, but 1 video will work with a couple different options for text. And then you'll have inside of that campaign 2 different ad sets competing against each other. So you didn't do this on the other messaging campaign because we only created 1 ad set with a couple different variations. But in this campaign, what you're going to do is you are going to select Advantage campaign budget. And that means it's going to prioritize the best ad set. So it might be the videos, it might be the images. It's going to be one or the other. and then it's going to try to get you the most results, highest volume, most leads. So that's how it runs. If you want to see a preview, well, I can't see a preview because I haven't published it, but you can see a preview of these ads. Once it's published, I'll actually show you that. So let's turn this off so it won't run. But let's say edit right here. Say you're going to publish these. Example. All right. So now it's published and this is processing. So if I want to click here and I click preview, you can actually see the ad. You can expand it. You can go to advanced preview. It's going to show you the different placements of what it'll look like in stream, stories, and reels. It shows you all the different variations of what it's going to look like. And it's going to look like different every time because each placement looks different. But that's how you see a preview. Here's how you share a link with somebody else, your team, on what it looks like. And that's what all of them are going to look like. So how do you get leads, right? Where do the leads come to? So right here is where your leads and results show up. And when the leads come through, one way you can see all the leads is you have to download them each time, which is super cumbersome. So they'll have the leads right here and you'll just choose like CSV or XLS and you'll be able to download them and see them in Excel, or you want to see them in your Google Drive. You'll just click download right here. The next part is you can get them in your lead center. All right, here's how you get to the leads in the lead center. So first you want to just go to your page, your profile. You'll click switch so you can be managing your profile. Then you'll click on messages right here. And this will pop up. And now when you start running ads, you're going to get messages like this: copyright infringement. We're going to take your page down. These are frauds. These are fraud messages. Do not worry about them because they're not real. They look, dear administrator, all these different things. Like, don't be alarmed by those. So first of all, you see, I get a lot of them. So don't worry about those. Those are fraudulent message. And so I have lead center right here. If it's not right here, then you'll click on all tools and it should be right here. Now you'll probably have to accept some terms and conditions. Like you might have different pop-ups or you might have to go through a process, but here's where your lead center comes through. So when you see it, the leads will pop up here, qualified, converted, and you can address the stages, but you can communicate with them inside of here. So on your Facebook pages, go to messages. You have lead center either on your left or in all tools right here. And if it's your first time in there, you're going to have to accept some terms and conditions. And so, ladies and gentlemen, that is how you set up the campaigns for leads. You have your messenger campaign, you have your leads campaign, and that's how you get leads. And so that's an easy way to set it up. Like I said, you can run $5 to $10 a day and you're going to get pretty consistent leads. You can expect a handful a week. They're not going to cost too much, but they're going to be people looking for your services. So hopefully you like this training. If there's something I missed or something that you would like me to add, just shoot me a message, and hope you start booking some more events. Thanks.